Friends don't let friends do chemo alone.
This way.
In May of 2017, Bev Kwasniewski heard the news.
The doctor sat there very stone-faced and he said, "You have cancer." And I said, "Okay." He goes, "It's stage 4.
It was ovarian cancer, and it had spread everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been watching her thinking, I don't know how she does it, but she's been strong through this whole thing.
Bev's best friend Margot and her sister Barb were there for her and what came next.
And then he told me there was nothing more he could do for me.
What did you do?
I went home and cried, planned my funeral, and decided I wasn't ready to go yet.
Bev fired that first doctor and found a second opinion at a new hospital. Dr. Brian Loggie at CUMC Bergen. When people come to you, they're pretty sick.
Often they are, yeah. Most of our patients have stage 4 cancer.
Patients from around the globe seek out Dr. Loggie, many from the Midwest and even some from Greece, Australia, Ireland, and Canada.
What we're actually trying to do is to improve their quality of life if they have degraded performance, and then we want them to live as long as possible.
Loggie is a world-renowned cancer surgeon and the pioneer of this treatment called HIPEC, or hot chemo, which he created in the early 90s. Well, back then he had a 35-year-old patient, a young mother, with out-of-control cancer.
We had no treatment for that. We had run out of treatment options. And that bothered me so much that I sat down literally for about 6 months to devise a protocol.
During surgery, Loggie removes as much of the tumor as possible and then closes up the abdomen and pumps in fluids and chemo at 108 degrees, killing and flushing out cancer cells. The heat amps up the chemo.
It can make that drug more effective.
A new article in the New England Journal of Medicine finds substantial improvement of survival with hot chemo in ovarian cancer patients versus traditional treatment.
If I hadn't had the surgery, I'd been gone.
Bev literally had days to live. It was a second opinion that's propelled her to now, 4 months later, and counting.
We went to Vegas, actually.
It gave her time to take a dream trip with 8 loved ones.
Then there's times when she's called me and said, "Let's go." Okay, where are we going? What are we doing?
Bev says there are days when she sleeps constantly. She's also a firm believer in second opinions and making plans.
This is kind of further down the line, but I'm pricing out a cruise for 2020.
Okay.
You know,
Good.
not saying I'll be here, but I'm planning on it.
Keep looking forward, Bev. Bev is taking treatment right now to shrink her tumor. She'll go back to Dr. Loggie. Outcomes vary from months to more than 5 years. In the 90s, Dr. Loggie first created this treatment using a heart-lung bypass machine to deliver the chemo. Pioneer right here in Omaha.